Beatitudes and Inversion, Antidote to One-Sidedness. Religion and Faith. Turnover in the Church. Welcome to our Gospel Commentary channel, to discover yourself. Today we will delve into the concrete and ecclesial meaning of the spirit of the Beatitudes, and the profound personal implications, which stimulate the action of recovery of life. For a more complete overview of our human, cultural and spiritual proposal, we suggest you visit the website juvie.art. Juvie.art. Luke 6 verses 20-26. Jesus judges the configuration of the world in which his church, in the spirit, finds itself living, rich and poor, unsteady in many senses. Prominent and invisible characters. A situation that does not reflect conditions of fullness of life, rather even today, it makes the blood bitter for many. A distorted and not definitive reality, artificial, exasperating, which removes personal connotations and absolutely denounces not being liked among his intimates. That of praised rulers, despite the selfish abuse of possessions and positions. And insignificant subordinates. Without any high-sounding titles, the young rabbi addresses himself from below upwards, verse 20. To those who have freely chosen his proposal of fraternal existence and sharing of properties. In Matthew. Pour for the spirit of love. He is pleased, blessed, of the choice of his, which makes you enjoy the experience of being in tune with the Master. A different vision. And reciprocity. That is, the same quality of intimate life as God. Already here on earth, critical prophets testify to the possibility of a different perception of things, as well as the dream of a society based on coexistence in the exchange of gifts. A sprout of a hospitable world that Luke wants to encourage, where there is no above and below, or the front and back, only humanizing upheavals, like the role reversal, which strengthen the harmonious fabric. There will also have to be rotation in his house, and reversal of prominent figures and roles. The replacement. First, last. It is a sign of the kingdom to come, capable of sharpening the sensitivity to communion. In the documents of ancient literature, there is little mention of the poor, the voiceless and the hungry. The focus was on the rich, on the heroes, the rulers and the generals. The reversal of fortunes was unimaginable. The new powerful people of the kingdom of God are, on the contrary, those who feel the sun present, beating in their hearts, risen in them. They do not hold back for themselves, but transform assets, goals, titles and ministries into life and relationship. Dynamism that will make no one lose the ground under their feet. Nor will there be any need for loud tones to defend oneself. If you still can't distinguish and recognize yourself, you can become less noisy through reciprocity. Then, what is now experienced and suffered is transitory, not definitive. Therefore the persecutions, which then bring suffering, must be taken into account. Not as a death rattle, but rather good news. Labor pains. Emblem and source of broad hope. What is decisive and conclusive is the construction of this unusual type of church kingdom. Germ that departs from the one-sidedness of relationships. Rather, with enrichment and rotation, where everyone feels adequate. In the adventure of faith-love, there is always mutual recognition. Offices and tasks alternate incessantly. In fact, excessively centered relationships of subjection annihilate the living gifts of God. They produce deep, paralyzing wounds. They silence creator and creature, a paradoxical self-condemnation. But Christ distinguishes well what makes us blessed complete, not one-sided, and what does not belong to and does not resemble the full work of the Father. He does this not simply by warning, but by bringing together and expand our core. To lubricate the intimate parts, best essences of all. By proclaiming the Beatitudes, Jesus does not intend to make us feel sick and like traitors, inconsistent and off track. Within each of us, and especially within his churches, which he feels need it so much, he wants to communicate a less centralized and partial energy. More permeable and confluent. An inclusive rhythm. And to all full permission to live. Thank you all for your kind attention. We invite you to subscribe to the channel, to stay updated on our activities. If you liked it, leave a well done to support us. Subscribe, give your precious like, share with your friends, and comment too. Thanks, see you soon.